God bless you, my brothers and sisters. This is Pastor Gadson of A.F. Gadson Ministries, Senior Pastor of the St. Peter Baptist Church, 7110 Bay Street, Elko, South Carolina. We do solicit your prayers tonight. This is Pastor Gadson's nightcap for January the 28th, 2016. I'm battling with a little something tonight, but we know the Lord will see us through. Let me jump right in and ask, have you ever questioned in the midst of your troubles, where is Jesus now? I mean, when you really needed him, you felt as though he wasn't there. I mean, you know, if you took time to think about it, but we don't think clearly when we're troubled because you know he's always been there. But at the moment, you felt as though he had forsaken you. And matter of fact, it wasn't just Jesus, but you felt like you didn't have a friend in the world. Am I talking to anybody? Anybody ever felt as though you were in this big old bad world all by yourself? You didn't necessarily like it, but you could deal with it a little better when you were in the world. But now that you're on the Lord's side, you thought those days were over. But if the truth be told, and if you're bold enough to say it, at times you find yourself wanting to ask, my God, why have you forsaken? Why have you deserted? Why have you discarded? Why have you disowned me? Why do I feel like you're trying to ditch me? Have you ever been there? You found yourself saying things like, look, now you took mama away and you know she was all I had other than you. But now you're gone. Now, nobody believed in me but my daddy, but now you've claimed daddy. Am I talking to anybody? I know you would be a father for the fatherless, but I look around and it seems like you're not even there for me. But I've got news for you. Listen, you're not the only, nor were you the first person to ever feel like that. Matter of fact, there's a poem entitled Footprints in the Sand that deal with this very issue. I found several versions of the poem, but they all tell a similar story. One night, an individual dreamed he or she was walking along the beach with the Lord, and in this dream many scenes from the individual's life began to flash across the sky, and in each scene footprints were noticed in the sand. Sometimes there were two sets of prints, sometimes only one set of prints. Bothered by the anomaly, and especially bothered because it was during the low periods of life, the hard times, the times of suffering, the times of anguish, the times of agony, the times of distress and defeat. During these times, there was only one set of footprints. So the question was presented to the Lord. Lord, you promised. Anybody holding on to some promises? I'm going to have to deal with that one night. Lord, you promised. You said that if only I would follow you, you said that you would walk with me. You told me you would never leave me, never forsake me. But what I have noticed, Lord, is that during the most trying times of life, I don't see but one set of footprints in the sand. Why, when I needed you the most, were you not there? The Lord replied, my child, the times when you have seen only one set of footprints, it was not then that I left you. It was not then that I abandoned you. It was not then that I was absent, gone, or missing in action. It was then that I picked you up. I cuddled you like a baby. I held you real close, and I carried you. And I wonder tonight, I wonder how many of you don't mind admitting that you know there have been some times in your life that the Lord had to carry you. Am I talking to anybody? I mean, sometimes you, oh, come on, that's shouting material right there. Times when you know it was him because all of your strength was gone. Your fight had flopped. Your get up and go had gotten up and gone. You know it was the Lord. Had it not been for the Lord, you were ready to give up. Matter of fact, you had already given up, thrown in the towel, accepted defeat. But look at you, you're still here. And you know, it wasn't you, but it was the grace of God. Grace of a good God. The truth of the matter is he's better than good. Think about that. Think about Think about that when you're going through, when troubled on every hand. Remember how he carried you before. And if he did it before, he'll do it again. Same God. Yeah, if he did it before, he'll do it. I truly believe, if as quoted from Romans 8:38 and 39, I truly believe that if you were fully persuaded, that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature will be able to separate you from the love of God. If you were fully persuaded of that, I believe that you will be able to rest a little easier tonight. So if you're having trouble, why don't you open your Bible, read that passage. I shall let nothing, not life or death, angels or principalities, powers or things present or things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature, nothing shall separate me from the love of God. Read that passage and then lay yourself down to sleep. God bless you. This is Reverend Gadson. This is Pastor Gadson's Nightcap for January the 28th, 2016. Good night.